So let's just be together for a moment. Just here now, knowing, being, not a thing, not a person, not a past or future, just pure being, here and now only. Yeah, I know that I am, that's all. Just to be, without being anything in particular, just to be. Not being a musician or not being a whatever teacher, not being a businessman, not being a man or a woman or a Democrat or a liberal, just as I am. It's good to keep your eyes open. Nothing to hide, nothing to hide from. This is meditation, knowing that I am, not trying to go within or anything like that. Just being here as nothing, as no thing, except source, really, just source, which is now. Hands moving, no problem. Pure knowing. Being doesn't deny doing. At what point of doing something do you stop being? It's not possible. Therefore, nothing is excluded in freedom, movement, scratching the nose, whatever. You're always being, whether you're doing something or not doing something, you're always being. So just know you're being, that's all. And in this, your whole world ends. It's not a small thing. What a fantasy we live in most of our life, you know? The myth of past and the fantasy of future. That's where we live. No blame, no judgment. It's fine, no problem. But just to see that, you know, we don't live this. We're living in some world of illusion. You know, this a holiday is the end of your world. In the beginning of life, really, this is where you find life. Life is who you are. Being is who you are. Source. Other than the ideas in mind saying that this moment came from somewhere or was created from somewhere or has a reason for being, other than those thoughts, there is none of that. There's only this. There's no reason. There's no cause of this moment. The moment is simply is. Can we say that? Is it enough to be that simple, you know? No cause, no reason. simply is, and all those words even gone, even those words. And this is meditation. You are meditation. You don't do meditation. You are that. And you don't have to you don't have to stop doing anything either. Even while you're doing anything, you're still being. You maybe not notice in that moment. That's fine. But if you stop to notice, you're still being, aren't you? You can never not be. You always are. And at the source, you're always the same. This pure being knowing you're always this, you're always this. Everything else about you changing constantly. What you do changes, what you think changes, what you believe changes, your emotions change, your actions change, all that changes, but at root, at the source, that you never change. Pure being knowing, that's who you are essentially, like now. And this is where we meet also, this is where we all meet the same. There's no Democrat here, no Republican, no musician, no doctor, no lawyer, no woman, no man, no black, no white, no anything. There's only pure being. It's true for all of us. That's where we meet. That's not where it doesn't seem to be that way in the world. What a crazy world we live in. But at, at root, this is where we meet, where we're all the same, no higher, no lower, no teacher, no student, all the same. Pure being knowing. This is where conflict ends. Conflict doesn't end at the mind level. It doesn't even end in agreeing. Conflict ends when there's none of that, and there's only pure being. Other than pure being, there is conflict, to the point of great insanity, like we see. You know, it's always been that way. It's nothing new, but it's very apparent now in the world. But it's always been that way. But where we meet in peace and freedom and not division is here. So it's good to meet you all. Me. And it's just good to see, because as soon as we go to the mind of our opinions, which I have opinions, we're all entitled to opinions, no problem. I don't judge anything, everything's fine. But we see, as soon as we go to the mind of opinions, then we have division between me and the other. Just know it, that's all. Don't do anything about it. Don't kill your opinions or demonize opinions or anything like that. Oh, it's all good. Just see how that functions. In pure being knowing, there is no division. As soon as we go to the mind, immediately there's division. That's all. We just know what's true, and truth will set us free. That's all. Not kill anything, destroy, do anything like that. Get over your conditioning, get over your shadow. None of this. Just know what's true. And so we just be here, nothing, no thing, no name, no form, past, future, nothing, no history. I have no history. Who am I? I have no history. Unless I refer to myself exclusively as this body mind, then I would say I have a history. But if I know myself essentially, then I have to admit I have no history. I simply am. That's all. I am. There's no history in am. There's no history in being. There's only being. Can we be that? It's a rhetorical question. And even have opinions, but do we have to hang our hat on our opinions as the definition of who we are? and vilify others for having the wrong opinions. That's what we do when we see, can we have opinions and just know that's an opinion? No problem. Okay, good. This is real. If there's satsang, I don't call my work satsang, but this is satsang means associating with being or associating with truth, being truth. That's what satsang is. And it's not something someone gives to someone else. Like I go to a teacher for satsang or he's giving satsang. No, satsang is when we're together associating in our essential being. It's not coming from anyone. It's the truth of each one of us.